welcome to friends and neighbors, and we hope you're having a wonderful day because we're having one here, right, Miss
Yes,
Sandra?
we are.
And I am Sherry Tatum. I'm one of your hosts, along with Sweetness over here, Miss Sandra now, and Ginger Sanders sitting over on the couch. And today we're going to be talking about health, and not health in the conventional way, but health that I think is really the most important way, with naturopathy, with iridology, with eating right,
Yes.
with having a plan, I think, for your life. And we've got Miss Devina. If I say it right?
Devina
Collier. And I have to read this, people. I mean, I just have to. This is some of her things. She is a certified iridologist. She's a certified sclerologist, certified nutrition consultant, certified natural health professional, and has a degree of biblical naturopathy, which doesn't make her a doctor, but it's biblical naturopathy.
You got it. You got it.
Practitioner. I think I got it. And she published 9 health and wellness books, one of which I have here called Rise and Shine. And she's going to help us today. And I want you just to get in here and tell us what we need to do.
Well, look, she's 113 years old. And look how she looks.
Wait. Look in your eyes. Yeah, I believe it.
I know.
We were just talking about this before you came, and we're like, I want her to look into my eyes. Well, maybe I don't.
Yes.
Okay.
But it works. Iridology.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
It will tell you
Well,
things.
tell me
that's
about
going on.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, tell
Right.
people what iridology is.
Sure. Iridology is an old science. It's over 2,000 years old. And so it's not new age.
Amen.
It's not new age. It's science. And there are some new age practitioners that are using iridology. So just don't get it confused. If you do see a new ager that's doing iridology, just know that iridology is not new age, but they may be mixing their practices into it.
Yes.
And so iridology, God afforded us that. He said in Matthew 6:22, the eye is the lamp of the body.
That's
We
what-
just said it.
Just talking about
Yeah,
that.
before you got here, we said that. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Ah.
It actually, the Lord blessed us with gifts, talents, traits. We can see our genetic blueprints through our eyes, the strengths and the weaknesses of our organs and our health conditions.
Yes.
So just like a ophthalmologist can look in the eye and can see the health conditions of the organs and pinpoint what type of surgeries that the person will need, iridology looks at every organ in the body, including the traits of the person, the things they were born with, the gifts, the talents to be used in God's ministry on this
I believe
earth.
that. Yeah. You know, you may not, it might sound unbelievable, but it's the truth.
Yes.
It is absolutely the truth, what all it does. I've done it, and I know, and my husband has too. And studying to be a naturopathy doctor, naturopathy, am I saying that right?
You are, that's it. The study of natural medicine.
The study of natural medicine. Yes, that sounds
I know,
better.
because what they told me, the practitioner told me, was absolutely the truth, and it works. But tell us too some things that we can do to make ourselves healthier, to do better than what we're doing right now, especially when you get older and in the memory.
Okay, the number one key is to know what your metabolism speed is, whether
How do
you're
you do
slow
that?
or fast,
Yeah.
through a forensics test. I offer that through my practice.
Now, to get all of these tests, do you have to come to your office?
There's many ways to do it.
Okay.
It's actually a hair sample, the virgin hair, and I send it to a lab, and then they do the test, and they find out what your speed is. And depending on that, that's the type of diet you need according to your own custom self.
Really? And will it tell you, or could you tell us what to eat then? That
Exactly,
would help us.
yeah.
Like, it's not eating for your blood type, thoe, is it?
No.
No, it's entirely different.
No. It's according to your genetics. I know what you're talking about. That's a different type of science.
Yeah,
It's
like
a great
I'm O
science.
positive, yes.
Yeah. I'm actually O positive too.
Oh, girl. Yes, got to be BFFs. Yes.
But
That has nothing to do with it.
well, I don't know. I think it's probably accurate to a degree, only because I'm O positive, And I fight high fats in my bloodstream. And I know O-positive people, according to that book, they need to eat more meats.
Protein,
Yes.
Right?
More
And that is actually a bad thing for me.
Yes.
So it's just,
Do
yeah.
you think that's for all O positives then?
Well, I know it doesn't work for me. I have to watch, I have to do what my body wants.
Okay. Well, you look more like vegetables and fruits.
I like those. But I do like meat, but I'm going to cut down a little bit because I had a little too much.
So you're not a vegan or?
No way.
No way. Like a little steak every now and then.
I prefer
Maybe.
chicken and fish.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I like a steak every now and then. I'm not too big on it. Okay, but what about the memory? Okay, because I'm 72. I don't know how old Ginger is.
68.
68. So I know in the last few years the memory's not where it should be. So what can I do? Ginger, you bothered with that at all?
Not really, but I have other things. I don't know what my metabolism is, but my husband can go out and play golf, and he'll come home and have lost 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And mine just doesn't ever budge.
Yes, that's me.
A skinny person can have a slow metabolism, believe it or not. I have seen it.
No
Well, I'm
way.
not skinny.
And even a overweight person can have a fast metabolism. The issue is how the body processes the nutrients, how the body processes the functions. And it needs energy to do that. So if a person's a fast metabolizer, their organs are going to burn up a lot of nutrition.
Yeah.
And if the person's not eating enough of that nutrition, they're going to have symptoms. They may have headaches. They may have issues with their digestive tract. They may have memory issues, mood issues. So the key is to know what your metabolism speed is.
And your body, I guess your body is responding to what you're putting inside of it. That's what I'm hearing from you. What I find really interesting is you start feeding your body what it needs, then it gets healthier. But I want to go back to how you can identify through the eyes what is going on in your body.
Sure.
That to me is amazing.
Oh my gosh, there's each eye, there's probably over 1,000 signs in each eye.
Yes.
And so what iridologists do, what I do is I look for the weaknesses.
Okay.
Because that's what you want to build. So for example, blue-eyed, a true blue-eyed person will have issues with respiratory tract. They'll have issues with their immune system being overactive because they come from Europe, their ancestors. And their ancestors always covered up with heavy coats. They ran the fireplace. They had these huge fireplaces in their homes, right? And they loved to drink milk and eat cheese. It was easy to get access to that. And those things congested their immune system's fluid. So over the years and through generations after generations, what it did was it created a mucus issue in the body.
Wow.
Well, see,
That's
and I
blue
have
eyes.
that, and I'm
But
blue.
I want to know about hazel.
Hazel
Yes.
is biliary. We call it the biliary eye for bile,
Yeah.
the bile duct, the liver, all of that. That's the weakest area for those types, those types of eyes. So they will have issues with those things like high fats in the blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. So it traces back all the way to
Generations.
That is because I'm brown eyes, Latin from South America. My husband's European. And he's got green eyes. Our daughter has hazel. That's why I asked. But it's amazing how God, even Ginger and I briefly were talking about how when people speak about Jesus, the first thing that they go to
Is the eyes.
is the eyes.
The
It's
eye is the
just-
lamp of the body.
I mean, it's really amazing. What brought you into wanting to learn about the science?
And about iridology.
Well, actually, God called me into the healing ministry when I was 12 years old. Called me to it.
12 years
I was
old?
Did your
12.
grandmother or mother practice that at all? Did that sort of pull
No,
you?
but my grandmother, they actually were raised on a farm in Texas, Broadux, Texas.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a little small town, and they ate good food.
Yeah.
And they had strong organs.
Yes.
Really strong organs, and they took good care of themselves. They lived off the land. But God called me to the healing ministry when I was 12 years old, and I didn't realize too much about it, but I knew I wanted to work in that field. But I realized later in life, after I did an analysis on myself, that that was just just a gift that God gave me at birth, was to help people heal.
Amen. Amen.
And so I watched my grandmother pass away of hypertension, and she had it pretty bad. And that, I was 12 when I saw that, and that's when
solidified it.
God called me to it.
That's really
You know,
awesome.
Well, answer me this. Is organic better for us?
It is.
Do you
but
ever
they're-
cover that?
Yes, but they are allowed to have 1% of toxic ingredients in the
organic.
food. Up to 1%. They're
Really?
allowed to do that, yes.
Oh, my word.
Now, let me ask you this, talking about your grandmother, and she died of hypertension. As you look back and remember her living off the land,
Yes.
can you see where there was things that she could have done in this day that might have been better, that might have helped her?
For sure. Oh yeah, yes. High blood pressure with that. Now this is kind of funny. We all know that high blood pressure is a sodium issue. Is that right?
Right.
Everybody knows that, right? So we know that it's high sodium in the blood, right? But what about the soft tissues? No one looks at that. The
Never
soft
thought of-
tissue is where it's at because stuff comes out of the soft tissue and go into the bloodstream. So if there's trapped sodium and potassium in the soft tissues of the body, it's not going to show up in the bloodstream until it's driven out of the soft tissues.
But how does one do that? Can you do that?
Yeah, definitely. You can definitely drive it out.
Well, how?
You have to know the right combination, and to get that, you got to do the forensics test
Okay.
to find out what your body is saying.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
going to do that.
biochemistry wise.
really neat.
Yeah, biochemistry.
One day there'll be a knock on your door, and us three will be standing there with our hair.
Yes,
Absolutely.
It's very effective.
So I couldn't do this hair. I would. How
Oh.
much do you have to have a whole strand?
Just
or
1
the
teaspoon,
natural?
but you can do your
Yes.
auxiliary hair too.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. Yeah.
She just wants the hair off your body.
The virgin hair.
Not
Not
Miss Clara.
tampered.
Yeah, not this
No,
one.
no, yeah.
Not this one anyway. But listen, we're going to come back. We're going to take a short break here.
Okay.
And we're going to come back. Stay with us because we want you to be healthy,
And she's got
wealthy,
books.
and wise. Absolutely. So stay with us here. We're going to have more with Devina in just a moment.
And I can't wait to talk.
Okay, we got too much to talk about now. We got to hurry. I want to know what a biblical naturopathic practitioner is.
Sure. Well, we basically heal the body, help the Lord heal the body through prayer, dietary supplements, diet, and changing the lifestyle. But it's all biblical based.
So
that's
your
awesome.
book, Rise and Shine, which I was just looking at, has different, in the chapters, like, well, it says day 38.
It's a devotional, which
It's-
is really neat. So you can
Yes.
every single day start with that.
Yes.
It-
And alternative medicines in the last chapters. There's
Is it?
basil. There's the many gifts that basil provides, the healing in the body. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
What about the praise? You had something in here about praising too. Is that important? Like praising?
yes.
I think that's what I saw.
Well, now, do
praising
you
the
use
Lord.
the oils?
Worthy
I
to
see
be
lavender.
praised. Yes.
So the
Yes.
oils is part of the natural.
Yes, it is.
Do you,
Okay.
do you do essential oils, Devina?
Yeah, I do.
Do
I
you?
have some in my bag now.
Oh, what about, I do lavender to help me rest and
Well, I will
sleep.
tell you, lavender is estrogen based. So if you suffer with fibroids, things like that, fibrostic cystic breast, it might not be a good choice.
Really?
Lavender, but lavender is really good for calming the nerves.
Yes. What
Yeah.
about, because I do frankincense for headaches, mix it with coconut oil, olive oil, and rub it in my temples. I do that for headaches. It's frankincense.
All right.
Pretty good.
Yes.
See,
all,
girls,
all
I'm
God's
not
medicine is
completely
good. It's
dumb.
good stuff.
Okay, what about some of the others? Like I know for neuropathy in the feet, you can rub certain oils on your feet for the pain of neuropathy. I don't know all of them.
Well, if you really want to get to the root of that, you got to clear up that bloodstream.
You do?
And how do you
Because
do
if it's
that?
congested, that means that it's swollen with
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
Is it
okay.
lack of water? I mean, I'm so layman, I don't know, but is it lack of water? How do you clear up the bloodstream?
Yes.
The number one organs to target for that
Yeah.
is the bowels, the bowel, and the liver,
So fiber.
and the skin. Those 3 organs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you take for the liver?
Well, I know what I can take.
Yeah.
But for you, I would need to talk with you, sit down with you.
So it's
and
very personalized
It really
to
is.
your
because
genetic.
It really is because it could, for
makeup.
you, it could not. Your body might want to work on your kidneys instead.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll bypass those other organs and just focus where your body wants the healing first.
And I noticed you said the 3 organs, the liver
Yes. The
The
liver,
skin.
the colon,
going.
and the skin.
And the skin.
And so we don't normally think as our skin
As an
being
organ, yeah.
It's the biggest organ in the on
And
the
it's
body.
incredible,
you don't
isn't
even
it?
think
Yes,
about it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that good barrier going on, but it absorbs.
It
And
does.
women think everything they put on their face. I think, where do you think it's going? It is going
know.
into
Into
your
your system.
bloodstream, your system.
your
and-
bloodstream, it's going to your organs, your blood's taking it there, it's going
And
into
you
your
read
immune
the
system, your lymph
ingredients.
nodes.
Read the ingredients.
Yeah.
And some of these face creams, it will knock you
Or even
out.
makeup, right?
Sunscreen.
Yeah.
I rather use essential oils as a perfume
Yes.
than buying synthetic
Yes.
perfume.
Yes.
What about orange? That's what
Oh
I
my
love.
gosh,
Do you
orange is
love
so
orange, girl?
uplifting. Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, it makes your
Is this
mind.
essential oils we're talking about?
Yes, I sniff it. I know that.
I put it on my
I want to know more about
skin.
you. wrote 9 books.
I
You've
did.
written 9 books.
Yes.
And do you incorporate essential oils in here?
It
Or-
depends on what the
there's
person
some in here.
needs.
That's really cool.
Depends what they need.
Because
Yeah.
I've been really wanting to get into essential oils.
Yes,
I'm-
I have all of that.
So
Thank
it's
you.
in here.
Aromatherapy.
Look at you.
Yes,
It's
I
in the
have
back
my
of
little
the
thing
book.
that I
So
plug
I got to
in.
read your book. Find out. I got to have a meeting with you.
And also eating different
Oh, there it
things
is. Ginger.
that you can put in, like turmeric. Different
Yes.
things
I
like
love
that.
For the
turmeric.
I put it
inflammation,
in-
right?
yes.
Does turmeric help with
Right,
inflammation?
and there have been several
Curcumin.
clinical trials on curcumin or turmeric that
Yeah.
helps with
Cumin.
cancer.
Okay.
Has several clinical
I
trials.
mean, you
take
have to-
that.
you have to have a
curcumin
bunch
just
of
about
it.
every day.
Well, I can't tolerate a whole lot of it because
Yeah.
it makes my
To be
hands, my
effective?
joints hurt. So
Yeah.
you just have to see where your body tolerates it. So if you could do a teaspoon and you're fine and
Like-
you heal from that,
No,
that's
put it in a
perfect.
casserole or your scrambled eggs or your deviled eggs.
But
or
when you
something
cook
like
it,
that.
though, does it lose its potency?
It can,
Yeah.
but you'll
But
you
still
could
get
put
it.
it in like,
Like a little
you'll still get
potato
some.
salad, anything
Okay.
like that. You really can't taste it.
Nice.
It gives it a little color.
Do you take the turmeric or the curcumin?
Both.
Both. I take curcumin because it's the potent part of the turmeric. What I understand, and I can honestly, for inflammation, you can't beat it. For pain, you can't beat that. But tell me about high cholesterol, Devina. About what can
Okay.
do you
It's-
suggest anything that, like, I know
take this back.
so many people now have high cholesterol.
Yeah.
And everyone I know is on high cholesterol medicine.
Well, I know one of the herbs that have been used throughout history is red yeast rice, and I know you ladies know about that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do know about
But it
that.
doesn't work for everybody, only because the body is very specific what it wants healed, and it wants healed a specific way.
Yeah.
And until you can find out what that strategy is, you're not going to get the full effect. So always listen to your body, pray, let the Lord lead you to a strategic plan to heal.
I like that.
And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
The body can do it. It can heal. It's
Yeah,
made
because a
to
lot
do
of people
that.
don't. I mean, I'm really bad at listening to my body, and just understanding. You know, sometimes the evidence is that you feel like if you were talking about the skin earlier, right? And you start having a lot of skin issues, your body's telling you something.
Well, I will
there.
tell you, if you cannot sweat, your skin pores are blocked.
Yeah, I mean,
So
that-
you have to unblock them with the exfoliating brush or a dry skin brush. That will unblock it, and then your immune system and your bloodstream can send the waste out of the skin, and you can heal even faster.
so not sweating is not a good thing.
Yes, no.
Wow.
You're retaining. You're retaining.
Let me
it.
ask you this. So many people
We're bombarded.
nowadays,
I
before we
know.
get finished,
We're so excited.
with low vitamin D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, you can have low vitamin D in your bloodstream, but you can have a lot of it in your soft tissues.
Ah.
Gosh, we've got so
So
many
if
questions to
the
ask.
key-
I know we don't have enough time.
So what do we do?
With that,
Sun.
you got to drive it out
Yeah.
of the tissues. You got to work on a plan, but you
Yeah,
need to know
get
what
in
that
sun,
is. You need to know
swiveling.
what the plan is. I can help you with that.
Yeah. Okay, so D3, I've heard, because I take D3, I hear so many people are deficient in that because they slather on all this chemical-based sunscreen that's killing them and they don't know it. They slather it on their children, and their children's absorbing all this mess. And so then they're blocking the D3, what they need from the sun. We need at least 15 minutes of sunshine. I think.
I call
I'm
that
not
happy
the doctor
medicine.
here, you are.
I call that happy medicine.
Yeah,
the
happy
sunshine.
medicine. Doesn't it
I love
make
the
you
sunshine.
feel better? Lifts the
Feels
mood.
good too, doesn't it?
But sometimes out there, read your labels. Read what's in these things, these ingredients. What you're listen. If cancer is 1 out of 3 people now, we got to be putting something in our bodies, on our bodies. We're doing something wrong, and it's a lot of these chemicals. Don't you think, Devina, that people are ingesting and putting all over them?
Yeah, and the body has to get rid of that, and it will find an easy route to get rid of it. But if that route is blocked with debris, old dead cellular waste, it's going to have a hard time coming out of your body, and then it's going to accumulate more. You're going to develop more symptoms. Next thing you know, you're going to have to need medications. The key is to rely on God.
Yes, amen.
Rely on Him.
Amen.
Have Him help you.
Yeah. What about Clonics? Are you ever into that? Do you know about? Do you suggest Clonics?
I would do. Colonics is good.
To clean the intestines.
Yes, it's very good. I prefer just an enema.
Yeah.
Just a regular saline enema that you can buy from Walmart, like the Fleet enema. That's a good brand. They come like 2 in a pack.
But what about the saline solution for the neti pot for sinuses?
Well, that can be fixed.
It can. Well, because I have to fight that continuously because I'm blue-eyed. I'm kind of
it's the
blue-eyed
congestion.
still.
Remember I was talking about how your ancestors,
Yes.
they formed a lot of mucus because of the way they had to cover themselves up. They blocked their skin. So they formed a lot of mucus. So that's all it is. It's just mucus that need to come out, and it can come out real easy.
I'm coming to see you.
Well, I have to ask you,
We got
when's the
30
last time
seconds.
you've ever been to the doctor?
Oh, well, less than 2 weeks ago, because we had an event, and I rubbed some chamomile on my skin, and my eyes blew up. I'm allergic to chamomile, but I thought it was just a little
Because that
bit.
puts you to sleep.
Chamomile?
Yes.
You can relax your nerves.
Yeah, relax you. Yeah. But tell us, we got about 25 seconds. Tell us how they can, tell them how they can get in touch with you.
Yes, my website is Devina, Devina, Collier.com. We just had a women's event, actually, last Monday. You're welcome to come to the next one.
Let us know.
Debbie Morgan, who's also a book publisher, she published a book called Through the Storm. She's my host. And you know Debbie?
No.
You know Debbie? You know Debbie? She's so awesome.
Okay, how do they hurry? They can get in touch with you.
Yeah, just go to the website, DevinaCollier.com.
Okay, that's it. Okay, we hope you enjoyed this. This was too quick.
It was too
Do you
quick.
not think it was
Yes,
too quick?
we want to
Yes.
ask more questions.
Come back. We want you to come back and be with us here on
Yes,
Friends and
thank
Neighbors.
you for being
See y'all later. I'm going to go get healthy. I hope you're as excited about that.
I know, we were bombarding her with
I may have wrapped up
questions.
the show. I don't know, and I'm sorry if I did. But you know what? That was good information.
I think she had so much information that we were just gleaning out of her.
I know,
We were
because we had such a short
bombarding
time, and
I think she went out and put on lavender.
I know.
Yeah.
Probably. I feel so
orange.
bad because I was like,
Snip
tell
some
me more.
Yeah.
But she was so informative.
She knew so much and was
I
so
didn't know that you
calm.
could do a forensic out of the virgin hair. Like,
I
you
didn't
know.
either. I didn't. I'm gonna have to let mine grow out so I can do
So she
one.
can-
But
yeah.
I would do that.
She was
I would
very
too.
interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, a
Yes.
very-
And I
very
love
nice
how
person.
it's great that she blends in the biblical-based.
She kept saying, pray about it.
I love that,
And
because there's
then find
power
out
in
what
prayer.
direction God is taking you.
The girl.
And so putting prayer first is always a good
Yeah.
foundation.
She has got so many different specialties.
Yes.
That she knows.
She's certified
everything,
in so much.
everything,
Yeah.
you know.
And it all goes together.
But she loved the Lord. That
Yes, you
came
could
through
tell
so
her.
much. But Sandra was saying, "What is orange? What were you
I was
asking
like,
me about
what?
orange?"
I want to know more about, I guess, essential oils. That's why I was like, it's in the pot. Let me see what's going on here. here. So what are you talking about,
Orange is, it's the peel, it's the orange, and they make
the
it into the essence of that. They squeeze it, get it
Compress
out, and
it.
put it in a little bottle about this big. And when you're feeling, tired, run down, little, maybe sad, whatever,
Yeah.
you just sniff it. And I'm telling you, it changes your whole world.
I will tell you
It
what.
does. It smells like you're in
I
an
believe
orange
you.
orchard.
If you get on an elevator sometimes,
Yes.
you will smell it because they put it in the vents in public places.
Probably
So
make you
people
feel
will feel better and go
Yeah.
shopping.
But what
Yes,
really, but you know what really
That's right.
resonates though is what she was talking about, the toxics that we're putting inside
Yes.
our bodies, and that's really,
Yes.
that's just. I'm thinking about the summer months and when we do put the SPF. I don't know.
It's all chemical.
It's all chemical.
You need all natural sunscreen. So
Yes.
anyway, I hope you've learned what to do at the
Something.
beach.
And I'm sorry we
what
were all
to
talking at the
smell.
same time.
Yes, and we love Devina, and we hope you
Yes.
did too. And we hope you enjoyed being with us here on Friends and Neighbors. We will see you next time, God
Yes.
willing. God bless you.